Delicious chemistry. Yum 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 yum.
Hey guys, welcome back. We are still talking about writing the formulas now, but today we're going to talk about covalent formula writing. Okay? Now, what is a covalent compound if you remember? It's when you have a nonmetal bonded to another nonmetal. The first nonmetal is going to be somewhere over here, and the second nonmetal is also going to be found over here. Okay? So this is where we have the sharing of electrons. So if you remember back to the writing the names of the compound rules, it was the first nonmetal keeps its name and uses all prefixes except for mono, right? The second nonmetal just uses all prefixes and takes the "ide" ending, okay? So it's really simple rules. But to make it even simpler, you literally just write what you see. I said that before. You write what you see. Okay? That's it. That's how easy these rules are. You just write what you see. You just got to know the prefixes. Mono, di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa, that's an H, hexa, hepta, octa, nona, and deca. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? So if you know the prefixes, guys, if you know the prefixes, all you have to do when you're covalent formula writing is write what you see. Really, really simple. Okay? Because the first guy keeps his name, uses all but mono. The second guy uses all prefixes and takes the "ide" ending. The rules are similar to ionic. Okay? So the easiest way to get covalent, first of all, how do you know it's a covalent compound? What does it start with? It starts with a nonmetal, right? So make sure you always check the first element. Do I have a metal? Then it's ionic. So I use the ionic rules. If it starts with a nonmetal, that means it's covalent, and I just write what I see. Okay? So let's give you some examples right here. Let's say you have dihydrogen monoxide. Okay? Dihydrogen monoxide. Well, let's write what I see. What do I see here? Well, I see a hydrogen here, H. Well, how many hydrogens do I have? Di. What does di mean? Di means 2. So I have 2 hydrogens, right? Then I have monoxide. Well, what is oxide? The only thing it could be around here, let's look. What is oxide? It's oxygen, right? So I'm going to put down my O for oxygen. Well, how many oxygens do I have? What is mono? What's mono here? Mono means 1 oxygen, right? We don't write ones. So all I got to do is squeeze these two guys together. So what is dihydrogen monoxide? H2O, water. Okay? Now, let's do another example. Let's say I had carbon dioxide. Okay? Let's do it again. What is carbon? C. Do you see any prefix? No. So that means it's just 1. Now, dioxide, we have oxygen again, right? Well, how many oxygens do you see here? Di. What is di again? Di means 2. So I have 2 oxygens. When I squeeze these guys together, you get CO2. So you'll see what I mean? You literally just write what you see. Okay? It's not hard at all. The hardest thing is determining whether you have an ionic or covalent compound. But all you got to do is check the first guy. Oh, nonmetal, covalent. I'm just going to write what I see. Okay? Let's do one that's a little bit harder here. Okay? Let's say I have trinitrogen pentoxide. Okay? Trinitrogen pentoxide. Let's pull out the players. We got nitrogen, right? N. Well, how many nitrogens do I got? Well, we have tri going on here. What is tri? Tri means 3. So I got 3 nitrogens. Pentoxide. Well, oxide, that means oxygen again, right? What does pent mean? When we look up pent is 5. So I have 5 oxygens. So what is my compound here? N3O5. Trinitrogen pentoxide. Guys, it doesn't get any easier than writing the formulas for a covalent compound. You literally just write what you see. The only thing you got to determine is do you have a covalent compound? Does it start with a non-metal? And you got to know the prefixes. Okay? I hope this helps you formula write covalent compounds.